So, continuing here with the CHS football staff, we're having a lot of fun getting to kind of know the guys here and the lighter side of things in the locker room. Now, Coach Shue, I want to ask you first, and then I'll continue this with the rest of the guys. What does it mean to you to be a Cushing Tiger?
Without getting too emotional about it, it means a lot because just, 4 years ago when the administrators gave me an opportunity, you're excited to get the job, and then to me, once you get the job, to me, all the pressure and stress starts that day as soon as you accept it. And, because I just want to put a good product out on the field. Because Cushing to me is a blue-collar town, great parents, great kids, and I want them to be proud of what we've got going on out there. Because to me, football, right, wrong, or indifferent, during the fall season, it's the one time that the whole community is behind something. The way the other sports seasons are, you're just split. That's just the way it is. We offer multiple things, and it's just exciting to see the whole town out there on a Friday night, and I just want to be proud of the product. And it just means a lot to me that the opportunity they've given us and the staff, and we want to come through for them.
Coach Bull, how do you feel about being a Cushing Tiger?
Anytime we wear that C, you see us wear it around, it's that sense of pride that we're not just representing ourselves, we're representing the community. We go to coaches clinic, we go to games, whatever, around town, steer in. When we got that C on, it's something special. When we first got here, everybody had a Cushing Tiger t-shirt or a logo or something. Now it's like you see it all the time. You see a kid wearing it. Talk to our guys all the time. You're not just representing yourself, you're representing kind of that Cushing family, which is a community, whoever, that's a part. It's been one of the maybe most important decisions I've made professionally in my life, so it's been a great deal.
Coach Moore?
I take a lot of pride in being a coach on the staff and for Cushing. My wife and her family are from Cushing, and it just makes me feel good to be a part of it now, and maybe kind of continue that tradition that's been in Cushing, and I know we all hope to even better ourselves and get a state championship someday. But even without that, I think the pride, a lot more people wearing Cushing gear everywhere, and there's a lot of pride with it, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Socks are a big deal. Have you noticed that socks are kind of become a big deal? Can anybody elaborate on that craze?
I don't know. They're like $30 for one sock.
What's going on with the socks? They're cool. They're cool. Yeah. But I've noticed that kids are really into the socks these days. It's kind of the shirts or what have you, but socks are a big deal.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
So nobody knows what's happening with the socks.
Coach Carmen's son's in high school. I don't know. Do you know, Coach?
Well, it's one of the most important accessories you can add, I guess, these days.
They're an accessory now.
Like one of my paychecks a year goes to pay for socks for all three of my kids, so I don't understand it.
Maybe we should delve deeper into this thing and find out what's behind the socks.
Well, Phil Knight and Nike are behind the sock craze.
You say some pretty good marketing, in other words, is behind the socks. And that's why they're getting your checks.
That's right.
Yeah, I bet with three of them, they're getting quite a bit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and there's a brawl on laundry day every day because those are my socks. So you have all my socks. It's a bad deal.
Well, I'm curious about that. Maybe as a roving reporter, I will have to check into this sock craze going on. So, Coach, tell us why it's important for you to be a Cushing Tiger.
Well, as I mentioned, I was at a school where I thought I would finish out my career, and it became a place where I didn't feel like it was a fit for my family anymore, and I didn't really honestly think I was not looking to go somewhere else. And I've known Coach Patterson for 15 years. We coached against each other for a long time. And, I told him when he brought up the idea of maybe coming here that it would have to be a pretty special place and I have to work with some special people. And obviously, I made the decision to come here and bring, when you uproot middle schoolers and a kid going into high school and a wife, it better be a good decision. And it's been a seamless transition for us. And I made the comment before, I've never worked for or with better people. And I take a lot of pride in being here, and to me, this really feels like my last stop. And I think the big deal is that I've never worked for coaches or for administrators that made you feel more appreciated. And when you feel appreciated, you feel a part of the process, you work harder, and you feel like you belong. And I don't think I felt like this kind of unity. This is the kind of unity I've been searching for coaching the last 25 years. And I don't think I felt this kind of unity or pride in a team since I was in high school. And so that's the way I approach it, is that I feel like I'm back on the field again, and it means that much to me. And this is the first time I've really bled the color of a high school since I played.
Wow. That's
It's intense, man.
Yeah.
That's why we love it. That's why we love it.
Following up with that.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, good luck.
Tell us about it.
Well, I was fortunate enough to grow up here, and I did a lot of things playing for Coach Patterson and even Coach Knight, who's a superintendent. And I just have the utmost respect for those guys, and I really believe working with these 5 guys here, and even in the other sports, that just the sense of family, I think that spills over into what the kids see, the parents, the fans, everybody sees it, and that's why I think Cushing football is where it is right now.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys as a group, and you can all just kind of weigh in on this. How does it feel when you go out, and it'll be the first home game this year? How does it feel to beat Bristow, the Purple Pirates?
Well, I mean, I don't want to speak on behalf of them, but I'm pretty sure we know each other real well, so I have a feeling I know what they'll say. But that was our first win as a group together. Was over our arch rivals who had beat us 4 or 5 years in a row. And I think what adds to this rivalry is a lot of those guys left Cushing to go to Bristow, so you change sides of the rivalry. I know there's friendships and stuff, but to me, when there's friends involved in a rivalry, it makes it, I think, even more bitter, because deep down you don't want to lose to your friend,
Right.
at anything. I've really enjoyed embracing the rivalry. I think these coaches have always embraced rivalries wherever they've been, and we've embraced that one, and our kids have. I think our student body has, our town. I think we take a sense of pride. Bristow's always going to have the better athlete. Let's just say it is what it is. If you go see Bristow at a track meet or a wrestling match or anything, they've got the best looking kids around. I love our kids. We don't look like they do, but boy, there's something sure great about beating your rival.
Yeah.
When you just you got to find different ways to do it.
Right.
And our kids
And a lot of
do
that
it.
involves just having all heart.
Heart and toughness, and
Yeah.
to me, that's what Cush is all about.
Yeah.
So
Last year we had a little video that was 48 All Guts.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel when you would see that? How did the kids feel in the locker room?
Things like that get me real emotional, because you see your kids, because you're with them every day, and I think sometimes we take them for granted, I would think, but then you see somebody put together a video with, the music and just the way that they transition the video, and it gets me kind of emotional.
Yeah.
I know this, when we went to play Bristol after that, I mean, you had Mr. Cubbage on there, his voiceover, and we
Yes.
all knew it, but the way that it was put together, when he started talking, I got fired up, because guys like that, we want to make them proud, because they're the last
Right.
group that's won it,
Right.
and we want them to be involved in what we're doing. And
Yeah.
man, I'll be honest with you, I'm starting
So
to
I
get chills on
think-
my neck right
Yeah.
now.
Every time I see it,
Yeah.
I want to run out on a football play and hit,
Yeah.
the field and hit someone myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. So I totally understand that. It is a very emotional, almost overwhelming feeling
Yeah.
to watch that video from last year. 48 Guts will show a little bit of that so people kind of get an idea. Wow. So, Coach Hancock, how do you feel when it's the throwdown on 33 against Perkins?
It's something that it's fun
Yeah.
to be on the other side and coach against those guys.
Do you get dirty
coach me.
looks?
A couple of years ago, believe it or not, 2 years ago, I decided that I was going to go up in the box and call from up in the box.
Worst decision we've ever made.
It was not good. I am really loud on the field. I'm even louder in the box because I think they can still hear me on the other sideline. And unfortunately, so could everybody else. Well, the very first play of the game, we're on defense, and they fumble, and we scoop and go score.
So you're a little excited.
We're excited. Coach
Yeah.
Bull and I are up, jumping around, yelling, and these people down in front of us just turn around and had some not real polite gestures to us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought, man, this is a welcome home, because we hadn't beat Perkins in 5 or 6 years, and we beat them that night. and it's a good friendly rivalry. It was when I was on the other side playing. But I enjoy it. I enjoy beating everybody. Doesn't matter, Perkins, Bristow, you name it. We'd like to beat everybody, but it is pretty special. At least getting to coach against those guys that coach me, guys that I look up to, and get to see them and talk to them.
A different kind of feeling, I'm sure.
It is. It was pretty rough when we were on that losing skid against them for a while.
Right, that's tough too.
It's a little more fun now.
Yeah. Right, and we'll be again this season, right?
Hope so.
All right, last thoughts. I want you, Coach, to tell me how important that community involvement is with this team.
I think it's huge. When kids come out to warm-ups and you've got, you got people with the season tickets and you got people that have put blankets down the night before, marking their seats in general admission, and then you come out and getting ready to run through the Tiger and the spirit lines all the way to the 50-yard line now. And what I love is you see the little kids. The boys are playing cup ball, the girls are mimicking the cheerleaders. And I really believe you've got fathers that are as proud at that moment as you are throughout the game. Because, hey, that's the moment where Cushing, we as a community, we take the field. And, I get fired up. And I know these guys love the crowd. I know the kids love the crowd.
Well, there's nothing like seeing that packed out stand.
It's awesome.
You know?
It's awesome. And to be honest
and
with you,
I do think it plays a role in the game.
Yeah, you can't beat Douglas like we did without a packed house. If you walk out against Douglas that night and there's 10 people in the stands, the kids probably don't think they can do it. But everybody came, and from there it's kind of taken off. But we haven't had a night where it hadn't been packed since we've been here. And thank you to the community, because you guys have made that happen.
Well, I appreciate all of you coming in today and letting us kind of get on another side where we could have a little bit of fun and what have you, and kind of see what's going on, another way. But hey, it's happening, right? September 5th.
Yeah, Bristol will be here. Tigertron will be on for the first time, and we're excited to take the field.
Yeah, Tigertron, man.
Yeah.
I think that's going to lend a whole nother element.
We're excited about it. So
absolutely, guys, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, and I'll be looking forward to hear what the game food is.
All right.
Yeah, barbecue.
No doubt.
It's happening. Yeah.
No doubt.
Right. Up next, we'll be talking, speaking of barbecue, and that's kind of why I brought it up. We're going to be talking to new guys in town, new barbecue. It's Cap's Barbecue. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. And Cap's Barbecue is
the best barbecue in town.
and it is not only that, it's the King of Q.
King of Q.